All right, so nobody died for this one. It was just kind of on my mind from
It's a great intro
last week.
Great introduction to the song.
Yeah. Well, usually when I play a theme song, it's because someone died. So it's just kind of. All right. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the laughs and the jokes are just okay, though. Ramblecast Afterdark.
You know, several people from that show have died.
I know, but no one died recently.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were gonna do like what's happening.
I mean, who's left?
Oh yeah, the daughter,
the two replacement girls.
The
two and the guy that was the neighbor.
Oh right,
Richard something, and what's her name? The girl that played Brunette. She's still alive.
That's right.
Can somebody knock on wood? Just thank you.
I thought you were going to do it like what's happening because the girl that played Dee.
That's right. Dee just died. That's right. I just saw it this morning. I don't know why I didn't think about it. But...
She was a doctor. So yeah, it's funny because I just watched the third episode of the Great Sitcoms. TV.
Oh yeah, the History of Sitcoms.
History of Sitcoms, and the last thing I watched was What's Happening.
Yeah.
The next day I wake up and she's passed away, and I'm like going, I don't know if you guys watch What's Happening, but
stay away from this show.
Yeah.
Is that the 6th episode?
No, it's the third episode.
Oh, third episode. Okay.
Randy says the stream only caught the very end of the song.
Well, it might have been this. It was only like a 30-second song.
I know I hit record. So,
and
we even had some banter. Yeah, we even had some banter at the beginning there. So, thanks for joining us, Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Randino.
Making copies on the copier.
The Rand Man.
Shut up!
Ram like a ding dong.
One of my favorite ongoing
Randomator.
sketches from SNL.
Yeah, so good.
Making copies on the
one of the few Rob Schneider, one of the few that he wrote that made it on air. I remember listening to David Spade talk about that too long ago. He was on, even though he's known for like the mid '90s era, he was on like way before that.
Yes,
but he was competing against so many good writers,
like hefty cast,
like that. Well, none of his stuff. He was only on in his first season. I think he was only on air 4 times in that entire season.
Yeah. He was kind of like, I mean, they're doing the podcast together, but he said it often that he was Dana's shadow or Dana's like kind of understudy in some ways. It's just like, well, David can always fill in. Like,
it's interesting too. So I actually just for the first time watched Grown Ups.
Oh yeah, not bad.
Not bad, right?
Never seen it.
My daughter stumbled across it. She's kind of on a whole like Adam Sandler like kick. So she has made her way through the movies, and now she's watched Grown Ups too. I haven't seen either of them, and that was my
both
first
of them are about the same. Yeah, both are about the same.
That was really fun. I only have one bone to pick with the Adam Sandler. Like, he's from around here. He should know. The water park that they visited is a 3.5-hour ride from where or a 4-hour ride from where that movie takes place in Lake Winnipesaukee. That is not a same day trip.
But do you want the movie to be like 5-6 hours long?
No, but there's actually a water park right near there.
Maybe this water park was better.
Yeah.
So the water park they went to in Grown Ups is the same one from the way back. You guys?
Oh yeah. That's
Water Whiz. That's in Wareham, actually. This is the Wareham Gateman baseball team,
Nice.
But that's same town. I was just there last weekend, actually. But that place is like wet Walmart. It's the worst.
Wet Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, just that's all you need. That's what Water Whiz is.
A really wetter Walmart.
So have you, aside from Grown Ups, like have you been watching these Sandler films with your daughter? Or...
No, not really. With the exception of Happy Gilmore 2. I I watched almost all of it because I fell asleep at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Was it good until the end?
It was like, it's an all right movie.
Yeah, that's what I said.
If I'm going to give it a scale of 1 to 10 from Nick's point of view,
Mm-hmm.
I would think that Nick probably rates this movie at a 6.4.
That's pretty. I don't think I gave it that quite. I think I gave it 6.8. I think.
Okay, all right. So I was in the general ballpark.
0.4 of a point off. I mean, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Like
Price is Right rules, I win.
You didn't go over.
Because I remember telling you guys when I watched this, like it's not bad. It's probably one of the better ones of his later half of his career.
Yeah.
But I really liked the opening, and I liked it first where it was going. But then as soon as you get to the tournament at the end, it just goes from being like a halfway serious movie to just clownish. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Super clownish. Like
they ran out of stuff to.
Not that I think they just ran out of a way to tell the same story, really. Like, I mean, you think about like all the slapsticky parts of Happy Gilmore 1 were just like, it felt like you're watching like a 90s comedy. It was just funny. This is like trying to go on a different level of like introducing technology to golf and all this stuff. It's like, ugh. You got a little kitschy towards the end.
A little kitschy. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Is that the right term, kitschy? I might be offending somebody by saying that word. I have no idea what it means. I don't
know.
Sherry asks in the chat, have you had to explain Adam Sandler's propensity to add a dog humping some object in a lot of his movies?
No, I'm not aware of it.
I've never thought about it.
Bonus points for using the word propensity and dog humping in the same sentence.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, Sherry's smart. What are they do?
And Treese says kitsch is fine.
Thank you. So, appreciate that.
All right.
And Weapons was awesome. Yeah,
Randy said he just saw Weapons.
What is Weapons?
A horror film with the young lady that was in Ozark, the blonde curly hair.
Oh, yeah.
And she was also the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I got to bring it back for a hot second.
Okay.
It was not only an acceptable and safe word to use, it's fucking perfect. So the definition of kitsch is art, objects, or design considered to be in poor taste because of excessive garnishes or sentimentality, but sometimes appreciated in an ironic and knowing way. That is literally should be the review of the movie Happy Gilmore 2.
Spot on, right?
Yeah. Kitsch. They should rename it to Kitschy Gilmore 2.
Kitschy Gilmore 2.
There's kitsch, there's camp, and then there's another one. That's
how many people are still?
How many people are
still in the? You got.
They're different, but
obviously the grandma's not in it because
she gone.
I mean, actually, pretty much that's actually one of the things that bothered me a little bit about it is like how many freaking cameos are in this movie.
It was a bit much.
Too many. Yeah, just like random people was like, hey, you want to be in an Adam Sandler movie? Sure.
Apparently one of Matt Treese's friends is an extra in it. I mean, come on, like how many?
I thought it was in extra in.
He doesn't
treat the parents. Whatever that Sandler movie was, I didn't see.
Oh,
the Adam Sandler movie that I like that always kind of caught a little crap, which is I think it's a decade old now.
He's in Grown Ups.
I like Grown Ups. Yeah, I mean I like Grown Ups, but I liked Pixels a lot. It's definitely
Pixels is great.
Yeah, but it always catches a lot of flack. I think it's because it's more of our generation's kind of movie because like we grew up playing those video games, whereas in like the kids have no idea about those old games.
It's fucking kids, man. But they don't know.
But I thought it was a neat concept.
I've never seen it.
Pixels? Yeah, it's basically.
I outgrew it.
Yeah,
it's like a Tron meets Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's
kind of esque with an '80s vibe.
Basically, he was like he grew up in the arcade in the 80s, and he was really good. And he had one guy that was just really good and beat him, and he kind of crushed his motivation. And then,
so he's like Rudy.
Yeah, like 20 years or 30 years later, whatnot. All of the 80s, like the signal, like space signals have gone out all since that time, and aliens interpreted all these things as like a challenge, and so they're challenging the Earth. And so everything is like 80s video games. So they consult Adam Sandler to help defeat
Why would they consult him and not the person that was better at it?
You find that out. I don't want to spoil it completely for you.
All right, okay. Because if I'm gonna take on aliens, I'm not taking on second best. I'm taking on the best. I mean,
he knows things.
Yeah, give it a shot. It's not like an A.
It's not like Aliens Earth.
Yeah. But
I was just trying to draw like a line there.
Back to Alien Earth. Did you guys watch it yet? Anybody?
No. I've seen the first episode.
I've not watched it yet.
One. Oh, see, Nick gave us homework. Who did some homework, huh?
I've been watching other things.
I'm so happy that you're watching History of Sitcoms. I truly am.
I love History of Sitcoms. I don't know why I forgot all about it.
I thought you'd love that show just because of like how many and the interviews they have on it too. Yeah, because you see a lot of
it must be old because a lot of these actors have passed away.
Yes, there are some because Ed Asner is in it, and he passed away.
Cindy Williams is in it. She passed away. I mean, there's a lot of people who go dead.
Yep. Hot Lips is in it too at some point.
Oh, is she?
Right, and Loretta Swift, she just passed.
Yeah, she just passed recently.
Yeah,
it was weird. Like I watched a documentary on. That's like I've said this before. That's one of the things I don't like Amazon as a streaming service, but they have the best formula for picking out shit that you will like. I think of all of the streaming services.
I think you're right.
And it's given me a lot of documentaries lately. And the one I watched the other day was on Harry Nilsson. It was called Who is Harry Nilsson? And I knew some of his songs, and I respect Harry Nilsson, but I was never like a big fan.
You're no pussycat, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I think we talked about before. He has a different range of songs.
Well, he did. Well, I mean, it's like when you watch any of these documentaries on people who never were like top A-list famous people, to see like how their career started and where it went and what they did and what we were talking about. There's a lot of people because this was probably made a decade ago, I'd say somewhere in there. A lot of people that were his friends of his that are now dead. And you're like, shit, like you're like, what the hell, And
why did they die? Jesus, stay alive forever.
Just make a deal with the devil. Come on.
Well, I know Cindy and I, we were listening. I forget what song it was. We were sitting somewhere and I go, who sings this? She looked it up. I go, who? I go, oh, I remember him. And then we started looking at different songs. I go, wait, that's him? That's him? So, yeah, I wrote that down. I'm sure Cindy would like to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad in a way because
he died broke, according to
he died broke.
What I saw on TikTok today.
It's a tale that's been told several times. You trust an accountant or somebody for your management, and they rob you blind, and that's exactly what happened to him. But Billy Joel happened to a lot of people.
Nielsen Schmielsen, that's a good one.
Yes, that's the album that made him famous, and they get into that how everything in the '60s is a build up to that, and he never toured, not one time, because it's
like his pet sounds.
He was afraid of he just hated people, and
his name is Nick,
but he well, not quite, but him and John Lennon had a special bond because they basically had the same childhood, and they said that in the documentary that after Nielsen Schmielsen, which is the album that made him really famous, like a household name, it was like a flip of a switch. Like he went from like being driven to all of a sudden like, okay, now I've gotten here, I want to break everything down, and he just continued to ride that wave for the next decade.
It's weird. I mean, I get his anxiety. It's weird that a singer wouldn't, promote his songs. I mean, by touring, but so you can't do it. You can't do it.
I mentioned this, but there's a John Lennon, Harry Nilsson mashup album called Pussycats.
Yeah,
and
74.
Kind of hard to come by. For a long time, it was just kind of bootleg and what have you. Now with the internet, you can usually find it, but their version of Subterranean Homesick Blues on there is just, it's like it's one of those like you take a Dylan song and you make it better. And I just felt like, what they did to that song, it's like, it's like All Along the Watchtower Like
Josie and the
Prince
Pussycats,
Lee,
Randy.
like it's so rocking.
That's also, they kind of mentioned that at different parts of the documentary about him, is that, his most famous song that he wrote was not even a hit for himself, which was which was a hit by Three Dog Night. But then like his most famous song that he recorded was a cover of someone else's song. And so it's just weird how that happened, in careers. But yeah,
it's timing.
Yeah. But I don't want to give away, because I know that probably Matt will watch the documentary, but they do talk about
what streamer is it on?
It's on Amazon, and it's called Who is Harry Nilsson, I think.
I will watch it too.
And
writing that down.
But they do talk about that album, and that how that was kind of him at his lowest point, because he gotten divorced, and he was going out with John Lennon, and they were just drinking during his Lost Weekend. And if you listen to every album before that, his voice is just this very rare, angelic kind of voice. And John and him were drinking and doing so much coke, and it's just the challenge within the studio that they were giving each other. It wrecked his voice. From that point on, he just had that gravelly kind of.
Was he taking voice lessons from Yoko?
Probably.
Could that have been the problem?
I think it was the drinking and the smoking and the yelling. So,
but did Yoko drink and smoke?
No, this is during the Lost Weekend where John went out and had sex
together
with May Ping. Yeah. So he had basically like, okay, I don't want you catting around. You're gonna have this person, and you can have sex with this person.
Oh, so, Yoko gave him that permission for that one?
Yes. Yeah, she knew her and was like, oh, this is the person Yoko approved. You can fuck her. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't want, she kind of was like...
Did Yoko have someone she could go fuck? I mean...
Probably.
Well, allegedly. But the point of the Lost Weekend, though... the point of the Lost Weekend, though, was that Yoko was kind of recognizing that John never really had... he didn't really have a childhood.
Yeah.
He never had a childhood. He never grew up. And so she kind of wanted him to kind of like, okay, go out, sow your wild oats, be who you want to be. And, and he was going through the post-Beatles, depression.
You think that would work with me and my wife? So, I said, hey, I never had a childhood.
I mean, I think...
go ahead, pick somebody out for me, and I'll just go out and cat around. And
all three of them, basically, not Paul. Paul never went through a wild phase, but all three of them, roughly at the same time, kind of went through this stage. Because,
you don't think Wings is his wild period?
No, I don't.
Jane on the run.
But yeah, because you look at George, George got super skinny in '74 when he's going through his divorce. He was doing so much coke. His voice as well was shot.
All the way through a wild period after Linda died.
You think? I mean, she died in '97.
Because remember, he got involved with that one woman who
Heather,
Well, Eileen, right?
Heather Mills
was her name.
No, he got involved with this one woman that basically tried to take him for some money. But I thought she had she had one leg or something.
Yeah, she had one. That's Heather Mills. Yeah, it was his wife. He married right after Linda. Because that was what was funny about it. Because I remember when the divorce was happening, somebody, it was SNL or somebody on. They did it was Anthony Weiner, I think. It was one of those New York or New England congressmen that was basically paying.
You said Eileen.
Yeah. Come on, Eileen.
Nope.
He was paying $7,000 a week for hookers in New York. And someone broke it down. It was like, okay, let's take Paul McCartney and Anthony Weiner or whoever it was. It's like, Paul McCartney was married to this woman for 4 years. He's paying her $35 million, whereas this guy was paying $7,000 a week for hookers. Which one's better, to buy or rent? And it was like,
well, Weiner should have changed his name, his last name.
I mean,
especially with his, the way he was.
Sure.
It just if you got a name Weiner, you're gonna be. You're going to be a dick.
Change your first name to Dick. Just own it.
Dick Weiner.
Dick
Eileen.
Middle initial. Middle initial.
Oh, it was Dick. So under the radar. That was perfect.
Yeah.
C Weiner.
C Weiner.
I mean, come on.
See wiener run wiener wiener.
Dick yours.
Well, anyway, Harry Nielsen tangent there. We were talking about Alien Earth.
Well, we never really
I will
it.
I will continue to watch it. When I was watching it last night, I texted you guys like I had this horrible stomach kind of reaction.
I saw that this morning. Yeah.
And so it was like, yeah, I just was watching that whole thing.
If it keeps with the vibe that it's set in these first 2 episodes, I think this will be mandatory viewing for Alien fans.
What's it on?
It's on Hulu. Mm-hmm. So I would watch Aliens, then Alien Earth. That's be my order to watch because
I've never seen the second Alien. So
are you kidding me?
You've never seen the '86 one?
Never saw it.
You never saw Aliens?
I saw Aliens, but I never saw the second one.
Yeah, Aliens is the first one in '79, and then Aliens is '86.
I don't think I've ever sat down and watched either of them in its entirety. I've only watched bits and pieces.
I think I saw the first
in total.
First one I saw in the theater. Second one, I don't know.
Just don't know if you can.
Aliens is up there. Like, there's only like a handful of movies that are as equal or better than the original, and Aliens is one of them. It's like Godfather Part 2, Empire Strikes Back.
Alien and Aliens between a 9.2 and a 9.3.
I would give both. Yeah, that's about right. I'd say both of them. Alien and Aliens are both at roughly between a 9.4 and a 9.6. Like
I think if we're gonna do this contest, I think if we're gonna do this contest from now on, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do this thing where I'm gonna remove Nick from the chat. And then I'm going to have him write on a piece of paper what his rating is. You guess it, and then I'll pop him up here, and then we'll have the reveal.
Yeah. Ratings are going to go, woo!
So
it's a new segment. It's a new segment. Guess the rating. Guess the rating.
Guess the rating, yeah.
What's really unique about Alien and Aliens, and I thought we have talked about this before.
Jesus, Randy? Why are you calling me out today?
Never watched Princess Bride in full. Thanks for bringing that back up, Randy.
It completely switches genre. That's what's crazy about it. Because Alien is a horror film, a suspenseful horror film, whereas in Aliens is an action film, and it's so good. They're both just excellent. But anyway,
what did you give? What did Chris? What did Nick give it?
I said between a 9.2 and a 9.3.
Okay.
No, like I Alien and Aliens both are between 9.4 and 9.6. Like they're somewhere in that range. And that,
Can't you just go 9, 8, 10?
No, it's too broad.
All right.
I can see Siskel Ebert. I give it this kind of a thumb. It's not quite this, but it's like this, it's like that. Well, if it's really bad, it's like this, but not all the way down, but kind of like that, this, that.
I give it one of my fists.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's because
Eileen,
if it's in the 9 range, that means you have to watch this film. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not Russia. I don't have to watch anything.
Now, has Chris? Have you seen Alien 3?
No.
Alien Cubed.
Don't watch that.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Well, I was wanting.
There's
to
an
see
Alien 3. No, I didn't even know that existed.
You didn't even know that existed. Okay, all right. So is
Sigourney Weaver in all of them?
No, just the first 3.
First 4.
She's in the 4th one?
She's in Resurrection.
90. Bill Paxton's only in the first one, right?
Bill Paxton's in the second one.
A second one. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe that's the one I saw.
I think you've probably seen Aliens, but you've never seen Alien. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
It freaked me out as a kid. Like, it scared the piss out of me.
Yeah.
That's probably why I never watched it as a kid. And I just never really.
I was more terrified of the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Of it. Kind of the same with, like, I grew up with V, and I remember going to school and kids talking about, like, oh, did you see the like eating the rat and they talk about the lizard.
Yeah, that was gross.
I would hear about it. I hadn't seen it. Oh, it'd freak me out.
Dude, I have a frozen mental image in my brain from that show. Is when I remember the alien person host, whatever, like confronted somebody like on the street somewhere, on maybe underneath an overpass, and like it just popped out of its mouth or chest and like latched onto its eyes, like right in front of him. That scene is imprinted in my brain. It freaked me the fuck out.
Wasn't it what's the guy's name? Singer? What's the actor's name? Singer? Wasn't he?
Summer?
No, Singer, I thought it was.
No. I'll look it up.
Bryan Singer, the director?
No, I thought it was no.
I know that if you watch the show, his buttons progressively get lower and lower, and to the point it's like, dude, why are you even buttoning that up?
He's got some moss. Is that what you're saying? Good chest moss.
Well, he just wants to show it, I think.
Maybe it was Bryan Singer.
What are we talking about?
The person in the original V, the main.
Oh, V. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a really hard thing to look up, apparently, on
not
IMDb, because you just type in V and you're
like. Well, the remake had Marina Bach.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. I had the pleasure of
I wish that would have had a second season. Honestly,
I thought it had a second season.
Yeah, I think it had 2 seasons and they canceled it after that.
Because Jay and I were podcasting.
I really liked it,
and the second season got kind of stupid. First season I thought was really good.
It was, yeah. And you had Laura.
Mark Singer.
Oh yeah, the blonde one.
The blonde one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael happened to her.
She was like Star Wars. She was Superman's sister in Smallville.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you figure out who it was?
I blurted it out there. It was Mark Singer.
Mark Singer, because Mark Singer, I've told the story before. He was at Comic-Con and he had nobody in line for him. I just went up and said, "Hey, I loved you in the John Capoletti's thing." I mean, it was, and he goes, "Uh-huh." I go, "You're great. You're great in it." I go, "Okay, I just wanted to let you know." And so I walked away. Yeah. You don't have $20 for my signature. I don't want your signature. I just want to tell you you're great in that movie. But anyway,
Sherry also liked Alien versus Predator 2004.
I never saw that.
I liked the Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, the second one's terrible. The Requiem, but the first one's not bad. I felt they were trying to please too many people with it because it's not scary at all. It's just kind of an action film. It wasn't. There was no surprises in it, and that's what bothered me about it.
It didn't pull any punches. Like it didn't go hard.
It didn't go hard. Yeah, I wanted it to go hard.
I wanted it hard.
Yeah,
I want the hard R.
Yeah, it needs to be hard, not soft.
Whereas in like Alien Earth, me and Cliff watched the pilot, the first episode, which Matt has seen at Comic-Con, which is pretty just typical pilot. Setting the scene, what's going to go on. The second one goes like full on, like, oh shit.
I should have watched the second one out last night, but I was nursing a upset stomach, and I just was like, all right, I'll catch it tomorrow. And I was actually hoping to watch it today, like during the middle of the day, but as I also mentioned in the text, our AC went out, so yesterday was just kind of like one of those days where it's just like, okay, Earth, I see. Everything's against me today. So, no, like legit went to the vet with this cat right here. Our vet is like 40 minutes away. So I drive out there. The whole time my stomach's just like not great. I get there. And at some point I'm like, I don't feel good. Yeah, like I told the vet, and she's the nicest, she's the sweetest lady. And I said, I'm not feeling good. And she's like, you don't look good. And I just was like, I need to lay down. And so I just laid down on the vet floor there. And they were like, we'll get you a pillow. Do you need anything? Like, I'll get you some water. And finally, I just was like I called my wife and I just had her talk to her. And then my wife had to drive all the way out with my daughter.
I keep freezing.
They called your wife, said he's okay. He's on a farm.
My stomach was cramping up the whole time. Like I ended up throwing up. Sherry knows, I battled migraine headaches, and there's a migraine medicine that I take. Or I have been taking, but the problem is if I have anything acidic, it just reacted like knives, like just like cramping, like it hurt to vomit, and that was the only thing I could do to it was just pain, like just the whole way. And so the whole trip horrible for me. Get home, and then I'm like, the AC's died. You know, I'm just like, I'm feeling and it's, you know, we're hitting those 80-degree days, and we've been nursing along this AC unit. So anyway,
I think I can.
Well, it finally died. So
Speaking of vomiting,
so I wanted to watch Alien Earth, but I didn't get a chance because they were installing the AC unit today, a new AC unit. We got people out. Fortunately, that fast in this heat, we got somebody out. But anyway, go ahead.
Randy wants to know, but what about the cat?
Well, he's still alive over there. So
did you throw up on the cat?
I did not throw up on the cat.
Oh man,
no, I threw up in their.
If the roles were reversed, that cat would have thrown the fuck up on you.
He wouldn't have cared.
The whole time he just cries. The whole time I drive out, it's 40 minutes of a cat crying at me.
So it's like to a water park, and
I'm like, hey, let's go check out the cucumbers. But what about the cat? The cat's fine. But
speaking of throwing up,
yes,
it'd be a good time to take a commercial break.
Right in the lifeboat.
So I was going to say it, but Matt already said it. You know, the lead actress that's in Alien Earth is Kyle Chandler's daughter.
Is Kyle Chandler old enough to have a daughter?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the first thing. The first thing I ever saw,
ages.
Yeah, he doesn't. The first thing I ever saw him in those Pure Country with George Strait back in like '93.
Great movie.
Yeah,
I saw him in. It was
Nick gives Pure Country.
You want to do this? You want to do this here? I'm going to remove Nick.
I'm not even like
Nick's got to write this
based
down.
on his just the 7 syllables he said about that movie. I'm going to wager that Nick thinks Pure Country rates at
I think
a 7.1.
7.1. Wow.
Oh wow!
8.5.
Okay,
8.5.
I was way off.
This is by the way, this is a fun game.
This is
that's a high. I mean, for
that's a
Nick,
high.
That's a high rating for Nick.
I think I'm probably a little biased too about that film because I was 12 when that came out, and I was a huge country music fan at that time. And that was with George Strait at his
mentality,
his peak.
It's your kitsch.
Yeah, I mean I mean it's not the best acted film, but I have a soft spot in my heart for that film.
You know, Kyle Chandler,
this Matt Treist. I see. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I didn't mention Kyle Chandler's daughter. Who are you talking about in the chat?
Kyle Chandler is 60.
59, actually. I just looked it up.
Okay, well, he's going to be 60 this year.
It's not like somebody that just had a birthday that doesn't want to talk about it.
No,
I will give his daughter.
Because
it's your birthday, Jack?
No, not today.
Damn it. If I only had Facebook.
Yeah, if you only had, well, you probably wouldn't know anyway. Well, sure, you let people know. But what was I going to say? Oh, where I first saw Kyle Chandler was on Homefront. A show back. It was about the 40s, World War I, and he played for the Cleveland. He was bringing in here, hurting his knee. It was a great show, but never got traction and got canceled. And then he did Early Edition. I forget what that was about, but. Anyway, but yeah, he's been around forever. But Friday Night Lights is when,
that's when he became a kind of a household name.
Again, when he won, I don't know him. He wouldn't know him. He wouldn't know me if I walked. But when he won the Emmy, that's the first time I ever cheered in my life for someone winning an Emmy. Because I was like, yes. Well, because Jay wouldn't watch it, so.
I will give his daughter credit though. Like I am a big fan of actors that are good facial actors. Like I've never thought Harrison Ford was a good actor, but he's one of the best facial actors you'll ever see.
John Belushi
was a good facial actor. Yeah. Aside from being just hilarious, but so I don't want to give too much away about Alien Earth, but his daughter, because his daughter's an alien.
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. Her physical acting and her facial acting to capture a 12-year-old kind of girl's emotions is so good. Like,
she's just a kid.
No, she's not a kid.
Oh,
but like you should have to see it. But it's very good.
All right. So
I have to look up to see who she is now.
What would you give a rating on her?
She's Wendy. She's the main girl.
Wendy.
Oh, okay, Wendy. Oh, okay.
She sells
I liked,
hamburgers.
and without giving anything away, but for those that know, I like all of the illusions of that storyline and what's going on with that. I thought the way they did that, it was like real smart.
I agree. I like that. I also like, so for people who are not necessarily a suspense or horror kind of person, there are storylines going on, especially in the first episode and a little bit in the second episode as well. In that, you know, if you kind of this kind of person that watches an alien kind of film with a little like, you know, you do get like a mental break between the two, so you can relax, and then you go back, you're like, oh.
It really feels like there's kind of 3 different science fiction stories happening. So, you know, not to make any comparisons to the show with the vault. Why can't I think of the name of it? That we liked earlier on Prime.
Fallout.
Fallout, yeah. Not to make any comparisons to Fallout because it's nothing like
Fallout coming back.
But it kind of reminded me of having those 3 storylines kind of intertwining and starting to kind of grow together. So, yeah. I didn't feel like one story was like lacking in something, you know, like when it jumped to another story, I was like, it takes you a second and then you're like, oh. And one thing that might get Jack interested in the show on Alien Earth.
There's nudity?
No, but oh fuck, I'm just blanking on all the names. But Raylan from Justified.
Timothy Olyphant's in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then my wife might watch it.
Timothy.
It's a different character. So
it doesn't matter. She's in love with Timothy Olyphant. Every time you watch Justified, man, he's good looking. I go,
well, he's not that good looking in this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they've made him ugly. He's just very sterile, kind of looking.
Well, they can't have kids, I guess, right?
Well, I guess you're going to have to watch to find out.
Okay. Well, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I actually watched a lot of stuff.
Oh, did you?
I watched The Pickup with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah, that movie,
It's on Hulu.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You remember, I tweeted it. Remember when Eddie Murphy would have a movie and go, all right, Eddie Murphy's got a movie, I got to see it.
Right.
Why would I know
that ended for me around somewhere in the mid-90s.
Yeah. I mean, and I finally figured out what the problem, I think we've talked about before. The problem is he wants to be the straight man.
Yeah.
He's with Pete, what's his name? Pete
Davidson.
Pete Davidson, who's not, he's funny.
So this came out this year. It's 2025.
It just released about a week ago. Pete Davidson's funny, but he's nowhere in the class of Eddie Murphy.
No.
So you got Pete Davidson trying to make these jokes, and a couple that are funny, but you got Eddie Murphy being the straight man. Eddie Murphy should be the comic. That's what's wrong with all his movies. Yeah. He doesn't want to be the funny guy anymore.
No.
And it's like, God.
The last movie I think I liked of Eddie Murphy's.
Hold on, let me guess who it is. Damn
it! Showtime.
Too late. I was gonna say I think my last is Dr. Dolittle.
That's even older. Yeah,
that's a good movie too.
It's not a movie, but it might as well be as long as a movie. But the SNL 50th, Eddie Murphy's sketch in there, I really liked his So
because
that made me laugh so much.
I remember when he first came out, and I was working at Sony, and nobody knew who he was. I had the album, and I got the cassette and passed it around. People like, who's this guy? I go, Eddie Murphy. I go, he's on Saturday Night Live. He was on Johnny Carson his first time, because Eddie Murphy was the guy. I mean, he was so fucking funny. And then you had 48 Hours and all these, Beverly Hills Cop and all these different movies. Mm-hmm. And it was 48 Hours. It was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone.
Oh. Huh.
But Sylvester Stallone wanted to make it an action movie, and they wanted it to be a comedy movie. So they went, he makes a joke. He goes, "Yeah, I was like 5th on the list. Jimmy Walker was ahead of me," or something like that. But Eddie Murphy,
Jimmy Walker,
hilarious. Eddie Murphy was just so fucking funny, and I don't know what happened. He just decided, I want to be the straight guy. I don't want to be. I want to reinvent myself, but it just.
Well, no, I think you can only do that for so long. You know, I know we've talked about this. Like Dana Carvey said that something in you changes as a comedian when you get to a certain age, and also once you have kids. You know, he said like your rawness goes away and your drive changes, and it's just and you can only be on top for so long.
Daddy Daycare was funny.
Daddy Daycare was good.
Bowfinger.
I think
was very funny.
I think in general there's a difference between being a hungry artist, between being, like basically like choosing what you do, and and you see that with a lot of careers, it's just like once they make it, what do they choose to do? Robin Williams, it's like, he had that same fire, and behind him, but I felt like, I don't know, he took on roles that weren't necessarily a straight man or the comedian, but he could do that drama. And I think the more he went, the more he liked to dabble into that.
And I get it. Look at Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was all comedy and went to drama.
Right.
I get it. But Eddie Murphy, like I said, when you're the funniest person in the room, and again, Pete Davidson, he can be funny, but he's nowhere near Eddie Murphy. And your whole time you're thinking, going, why isn't Eddie Murphy cracking the jokes and not Pete Davis? I mean, there was a lot of action, but the plot is kind of stupid. I mean, there's one scene where the person they're trying to rob an armored car, and the person on the back. I go, why are they trying to? I go, just hit the brakes. The Jeep behind will smash the guy on top of the armored car. I go, what are we doing here? So I watched the whole. But it was funny at the end. Both Cindy and I are kind of going to our phones. Like she goes, "You getting bored?" I go, No, I'm going to watch it to the end. That's Eva Longoria, and Andrew Dice Clay's in it. That should tell you something. And Marshawn Lynch. I didn't know it was Marshawn Lynch until I looked it up. I go, oh, that's who that is, Marshawn Lynch. But yeah, it's a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. But plot line is, I mean, I'm guessing Nick would give it a 5.8, probably.
I mean, Eddie's career really started to go downhill around Golden Child anyhow. And then
don't steal my shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
No, I think.
And then, next thing you know, Jack go, you remember when Matt made up that thing where Nick would guess,
Yeah, I stepped on toes. I apologize.
I mean, we can have both of you guess.
No.
I mean, is there an Eddie Murphy you want to take a guess on what Nick would rate it?
Ooh.
Eddie Murphy overall?
He's only got. Well, I don't know. My favorite Eddie movie film is.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the game. You can't change the rules.
Oh, okay. Trading Places.
No.
It's
close.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's got blackface, so
Trading Places is probably
nudity. That's okay. It has nudity. Yes, it has. Jamie Lee
It's
Curtis.
A Christmas movie, I mean, Die Hard gets all this, but it's like this has got everything.
No, coming
literally
to
has
America.
Santa Claus in it.
Coming to America.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm removing Nick from the he's got right
what
down
I know of Nick and like his preferences, and for him to choose Coming to America as his favorite Eddie Murphy film overall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say he gives this movie this is tough, an 8.9.
Can I guess?
Oh, I guess
I'm gonna say an 8.3. 9. Whoa! Well, that's why Chris.
A 9.
That's why Chris is the master.
Chris got it within 1 point. So.
I almost said 9. But it was like that's a bold move, Cotton.
Coming to America is a very funny movie.
Randy, Shrek is your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? I don't. Can we count that?
I mean, he's not way off with that.
He's funny. He's funny.
No, with that, I mean, that's not a bad statement to claim. That's his favorite favorite Eddie Murphy movie, being Shrek.
Nick, why do you like Coming to America so much? What gives it the 9? It's a must see. So
I think one because it's one of the ones that he had a lot in its creation. I also like that you have,
Randy says his favorite is Coming to America.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so like
Randy's jumping on the bandwagon here.
Coming in America.
I think it's a fish
That's
out of
the
water
porn
story.
sequel.
It's also a love story. It's also a comedy. There's so many elements that are working. You have Arsenio Hall at the top of his career. You have Eddie Murphy at the top of his career. You also have the callbacks to Richard Pryor writing. You also have
Samuel L. Jackson, who's in every movie ever made.
You have you even have the kind of the references to Trading Places in it as well. It's just a good movie. It's one of those. There's no negatives about it, and there's so many. He's doing so many characters. I can't believe how many times I've been sitting around and go, "You out of your goddamn mind!" Just how many.
James Earl Jones, yeah, right. I think
James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Some of his stand-up is in that movie too, if I remember correctly.
Just imagining.
It's just so many things that are good about that movie.
It's
just imagining movie. Nick in the line at a supermarket,
Darth Vader,
old man Nick, and being like,
"You goddamn must be out of your goddamn mind." Fuck you.
I like when he comes out and says,
"Hello." Well, it's like that. Like I told
Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute. Yeah, like
Joe
guy
Lewis.
walks into a restaurant. You listening? Joe was 86 years old when they fought. Yeah. It's just I just love that.
So I think I found my new skill.
So you could go to a carnival.
I could.
People that would be instead of guessing their weight, people would go, "My favorite movie is such and such." And you go, you would give it an 8.6.
You know what? I realized that this might be an empath ability that I didn't know I had, because Dave Portnoy, when he does one slice, everybody knows the rules.
Mm-hmm. I'm
within 0.1 of all of his scores. I say it out loud, but before I watch it, I'll say 7.3. He gives it a 7.4 or a 7. Sometimes I'm right on it. So I think I
get this man a lottery ticket.
Why don't we? You should set up a TikTok channel and you start doing that. You go live and just guess people's favorite movie.
Work.
I don't think it is.
See, it requires too much work.
I don't think it is.
Sometimes
it's impossible though. It's like
I mean,
it doesn't matter if you're wrong. It's like
no, because I'm basing this. The score that I give is based upon my historical knowledge of what I think and know Nick to like and dislike. And
that's true. There's a component.
Okay, I get that.
It's not a blind. It's not a blind.
This could be this could be just like Jack's favorite movie, Ghostbusters 2, though. Like when he's doing the test on the guy. Like I'm seeing with the squiggly lines. He just electrocutes the guy just because he wants the hot chick.
That's Ghostbuster 1.
That's 2.
That's 1.
Is it 1?
That's 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it.
Yeah. It's in the opening. It's when you first see Bill Murray.
Hold on. That's right.
Really? You thought that was 2?
That's right. The opening.
There's nothing memorable.
The opening one 2 is when he's doing World of the Psychic.
There's nothing memorable.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks, Matt Reese, as well. I'm glad I got 4 people yelling at me that I'm wrong.
Come on, Nick.
You should know this. Oh, what the?
I always thought you were like Rain Man, and now you just kind of ruined the whole.
Well, I was trying to make a joke on you, and then I fucked up. So
you fucked up bad. You fucked up bad.
Well, double dumbass on you.
God.
I also saw The Naked Gun.
Oh, you're the first of us to see that.
How many?
I was a little, going in and go, Liam Neeson doing The Naked Gun, but it was hilarious. It was from start to finish. It's one of those. It's like any one of those Zuckerberg films.
Abrams.
You have to pay attention because there's jokes that you just.
Abrams
there's one joke where Liam Neeson goes, "You can't fight City Hall," and he goes, "No, because it's a building." Now I laughed, and a lot of people didn't get it, but I'm not going, no, because it's a building. You can't fight a building. I mean, it was, and there's one scene. I mean, the whole theater was just dying. It was hilarious.
Nobody's done slapstick in probably 30 years, so I don't even know how the audience would react to that.
A lot of us, I would say, I didn't see a lot of young people in the. I mean, Cindy and I might have been the oldest. Who knows? But it was hilarious. I mean, I loved it because Cindy goes, "I never saw The Naked Guns." I go, "What? What? I go, how could you not have seen any of the Naked Guns?
Movies are great.
Now, different writers for this one, though. So
was it?
Yeah. Yeah. So this isn't done by the same. The writers for this were Dan Greger, Doug Mand, and Akiva Schaffer, who is from the Lonely Island, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
I mean, Leslie Nielsen is obviously the master of the Naked Gun. I mean, the problem with, like I said, the problem.
But
with
I'm glad that they got the tone of those.
Yeah, it was like dum dum bum, and you're like going, and people are like, you could hear them giggling, and then you just start laughing because you're getting the jokes. I mean, it's just it's like Airplane.
A lot of cocaine in that writing room.
I would guess,
a lot of cocaine.
Airplane obviously was amazing, and I just thought this was obviously it's not as good as Airplane.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was hilarious. I mean, I was glad I saw it. It's not a long movie, but it was funny. I mean, I was like, okay, I need a laugh. If you need a laugh, you're not looking for really a plot. I mean, Pamela Anderson's in it. She wears makeup this time, and well, she doesn't wear makeup. She doesn't wear makeup anymore.
Yeah, okay.
But it's fine. She still looks good. But I mean, she was.
I just had it stuffed.
I don't. Yeah. Before they showed the movie, they were showing clips of all the different movies, like with Val Kilmer when he's in what's that movie?
Top Secret.
Top Secret, which is hilarious. I told Cindy, I go, I got to do a rewatch of that. She goes, I don't think I ever saw it. I go, why are you sitting next to me?
Right?
Why are you sitting next? You haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Alien or Princess Bride.
Okay, so. Top Secret. Yeah, the Beaver does make a cameo. You have to pay attention to it though. But they showed the previews. I said, "We're what's her name? Presley."
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. No, not Lisa Marie.
No, shit. Not Lisa Marie.
Come on, Matt Trees. Where's Presley? His
wife.
wife.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't. She's hot. She's walking up the stairs. He goes, "Oh, nice beaver."
Priscilla
Presley. Yeah. And she comes down with a beaver. Nice. And that beaver is in the
first one.
It's in the movie. That beaver is in the movie. You see the beaver.
Mm-hmm.
They get kind of scanned by. But yeah,
the beaver is in the movie.
The beaver is in the movie. Okay. It's a stuffed beaver. It's a stuffed beaver.
It was stuffed in the first one.
Yeah, so it's just sitting there, and so you have to go, I got it. Of course, Cindy didn't get it.
An Easter egg.
Yes. But if you just want to go laugh.
If you want to have a laugh.
I mean, I it's funny, like, I saw Tropic Thunder, just speaking of, like, when people don't laugh or, the things that are meant to be funny, people are oblivious. I saw Tropic Thunder in the theater, and people didn't realize, except for my sister and I, that the movie had started, because the first thing you see in Tropic Thunder are 3 trailers.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And people were just talking amongst themselves, or they weren't really paying attention. And my sister and I are just dying laughing because the trailers are so absurd for these fake movies that they're making, and it's great.
There was a movie that I stumbled across. It must have been on Prime or something like that. It was a really weird movie, and I kind of stopped watching it after I saw the Bill Murray sketch. I think it's called Loose Shoes. And
Loose Change?
No, I'm almost positive it's called Loose Shoes. And let me pull it up here. Or Coming Attractions, I guess is the other, but it's under the name. The original title is called Loose Shoes, but it's also called Coming Attractions, and the whole movie is basically just these fake movie trailers, and it's from 1978. It's rated R.
There was a time
because there's a lot of gratuitous like nude shots in there, like breast shots, mainly just that. But Bill Murray is in one of the sketches, but he gets kind of noted because he's probably the most. There's somebody else that's in it, Johnny Fever. I think he makes an appearance in one of the who
we said was sketches. Nick, right? Johnny Fever or Chris.
I was originally called that, and then there was an uproar because I wasn't cool enough to be Johnny Fever.
That's true. That's right. Yeah, that's true. You were
Nobody
6
can
point.
beat-
You were 6.1.
So,
Howard Hessman.
Howard
So,
Hessman. Randy says Kentucky Fried Movie. That movie is hilarious.
and Buddy
Very
Hackett.
good movie.
The
Yeah,
popcorn you're eating has just been pissed in.
coming attractions, not very funny, but the whole movie is just coming attractions. It's a bit ridiculous, and unless you're kind of really like just kind of curious
like
about
sketch
like
comedy.
Bill Murray.
There was
yeah,
a-
it is
there was
kind of
a-
like sketch comedy.
There was a
pretty much.
show that came out that just showed coming attractions because people loved going to movies just for the coming attractions. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, it didn't last very long.
So I haven't been to the movies recently, and I don't know if I've shared this story or not. Maybe I have. You guys can correct me after
it's a safe
the commercial
place. You can
break.
share it again.
wait, are we taking a commercial break? You can't just throw it out there, Chris.
I give that commercial break an 8.1.
Thank you. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. So one thing I have done recently, and you guys can stop me if I've already told you, but I have
Stop.
Collaborate.
one
and
of my favorite aspects of going to the movies is actually more so than the movie, but it's the popcorn.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
love movie popcorn like more than most food.
I don't like all the butter
Oh, see,
or the fake butter.
so I'm so glad you mentioned that because I've discovered what I believe is the perfect home pop.
okay.
I've hit a make at home or a DIY popcorn nirvana, if you will.
All right. Okay.
I don't think I can do better than what I've done. It involves a purchase that I recently made, and I'm going to share the screen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let me pull it up in. Yeah, we got like one of those air popper things, or my wife did, and
It does make better popcorn than the microwave.
I got the Whirly Pop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Whirly Pop. Wow.
This thing is amazing.
I'm
So
going to have to write
it's
this down.
It's essentially like, you know, the kettle that's inside the Carnival popcorn machines,
Right,
or even
right.
the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah,
are
yeah.
there. All that is a kettle that makes things hot, and there's a thing that spins around on the inside and mixes the kernels with all this shit in it.
Purchase.
Right? This, it always, yeah, it does, Randy. This
It's good. To be fair, Randy, that's how we're getting our money.
yeah, this is exactly what that is.
You guys are
but
getting
your
paid?
stovetop, right? You pop it open, it's got little metal gears in here. You
Plug
can-
in. Does
Okay.
it have to plug
But-
in?
This thing goes inside, and there's a handle that you do a little whirly do here, and it spins this on the bottom. This little,
You have to spin it yourself?
yeah, you turn it.
oh, I
But
gotta do work.
It takes 3 minutes to make a full thing of popcorn.
So you have to
whole
spin it.
3
You have to spin it the whole
3
time
minutes.
for a whole 3
Yep.
minutes.
Yes,
Can I have it
That-
engraved so that it says
you have
"Eat
one
love
arm that looks
popcorn"?
like, you have one
You
arm that's
can.
like this, and the other arm's like really weak.
So my point is, if you put the work in, you too can have really great popcorn. But furthermore, the reason why I got turned on to the Whirly Pop is because I found the recipe. The trick is it's butter flavored coconut oil.
So it's not real
Yes.
It's not
Okay.
butter.
Okay.
So it's butter flavored coconut oil. You put that
I'm
in,
with you.
butter. So is that
on
what
the
butter
coconut
flavoring
oil.
is? Is coconut oil?
in the movie theater. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's butter flavored coconut. You put that into the Whirly Pop or however you're making your popcorn. And then the next ingredient is very important. It's the saltiness factor. It's called Flavacol.
Flavor call.
FLAVACOL.
By Acme. Bing.
Flavor
it's-
Flav.
It's essentially like non-iodized salt, but like butter flavored salt. And you mix that in with the kernels. No, that's what you get.
You're losing
in
Nick. You're losing.
I'm
your
telling
Nick.
you, that's what you get when you go to a carnival and they make in that kettle. It's a mix of the oil and the salt mixture called Flavacol. That's the number one thing that everybody uses. Those three together makes in this fucking contraption the best popcorn I've ever made in my entire life.
Really?
It's
Wow.
phenomenal.
Flavor Flav.
Chris,
Nick's
I thought
Nick's
you were
gonna
on
give
a-
it this.
I thought you were on a diet.
I am.
With all that butter.
It's not butter.
So it's like
It's
like
butter
the movie
salt.
theater where it just pop, 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 pop.
Now my sodium intake through the fucking roof.
Yeah. What does that do?
Just gotta drink lots of water, get rid of it. That's all.
Okay.
He's bloated as shit.
Actually, I'm not. I haven't been bloated in a long time.
I've not been bloated in a long time.
His wife kicks him out of bed every night, just farting nonstop. Just the whole train under the table.
Drier than a popcorn fart.
It's so good.
I will say that my favorite movie theater to go to, that we go to as a family, it's about the popcorn. And they do a coconut oil because it almost takes a little bit more coconutty. But some of our like AMC or Regal, like some of those more kind of like standard name ones, there's like a weird there's like a weird MSG kind of like thing because it'll give me a headache. It'll straight up give me a like even my son. So Flavacol.
Okay.
That's it.
Gold medal. 2045. So
this seems like a lot of work.
Is this from the future? It says a gold medal 2045. Like.
What? It does say that, doesn't it?
It does that gold medal.
I assume that's the item number, but
I probably won't be. Hold on a second. I won't be alive in 2045.
Oh, 2045. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Gold medal winner.
That's 20 years. I'll be 83.
I'm telling you.
Alive?
It's the best.
I got a chance.
You got a chance.
Yeah. I still go to the movies at least once a month. Because I'm a Cinemark member and I get one movie ticket free every month.
Is Cinemark still around? Really?
Yeah. I'm the one here. There's two different theaters I go to. The Cinemark's the one in Fort Collins I go to the most because of the membership, and I get 30% off of concessions. But the IMAX is here in Loveland, and so if it's something like Mission Impossible or something that requires an IMAX, I will go to that one for that. But I'm with Matt and Chris, and I guess Jack as well. Like I really go just so I get a big damn tub of popcorn.
For my fucking self. No, I won't share with you.
And I won't
share with you.
Exactly.
Get your own shit.
And that's probably the only time in my life I've been in a cliff scenario where someone will see me buying the big tub and they're like, they start to reach towards I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're over there. Like
this is
I'll tell you, when
I will share my popcorn.
When I first started dating my wife, like I remember we went and saw. I think was it Elf?
You got to say it out loud.
It was Elf.
Elf.
I think that might have been my first movie with her.
With James,
probably my last. She doesn't go to the movies at all. But I remember like having that awkward moment, be like, "Hey, listen, like if this shit's gonna work,
right?
You can't be.
I'll buy you your own popcorn. Don't take it the wrong way. This is just mine."
And she kept dating you after that?
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, man.
Impressive. Did she
keep it back? So lay everything out, and it works.
I guess that being honest is Didn't she go? All right, you're fucking strange.
No,
probably, but
I share my popcorn. I don't care. I get it.
Let's just say if I bought the big tub and the person I was with wanted to eat the big tub, if I get the tub and I'm eating off of it, and then we run out because they were eating my popcorn,
they're getting the refill.
That's the rule and stipulation.
Okay, you know what? I agree with that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
I didn't get.
I'll catch you up when you get back.
I got a pretzel at the last.
I think there's still something left in the bottom of this tub.
That's in the movie. Well, you guys haven't seen it, so
you got extra butter flavor.
Yeah. I was funny. You're talking about popcorn. I remember working at the rink years ago. We had a snack bar. I just made all the popcorn. The lady comes up and goes, "Can I have a bag of popcorn?" Sure. And she goes, No, I want fresh popcorn. I go, "I just made it." She goes, "No, I want fresh popcorn." I go, "I just made it. Literally, I just made it. It's all fresh popcorn." She goes,
"I want you to do it.
Do it now." I go, "Well, it's going to probably take 15 minutes for it to heat back up." No, I'm lying. It only takes like 2 minutes to.
Yeah.
But I said, "It's going to take 15 minutes to heat." She goes, "Okay, I'll wait." So I let it heat up for and people come up buying popcorn. I go, "Okay, now I'm going to put the butter flavoring in." I go, "Now I'm putting the popcorn." It was like she sat there for a half hour waiting for me to do the popcorn. Damn.
There's piss in your popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. I go, that's just the kind of person I'm. If you're being unreasonable, I'll fuck with you. That's it.
I know I told you that when I was in Australia a couple years ago. It's the only time I've ever
name dropping countries.
Well, no, because it was.
Well,
I thought,
no,
I
it's on
thought
a
it was.
different continent.
I thought it was
Southern.
When I was in Australia, anyone else
Australia.
been to Australia? Oh.
I
was
got
having-
into a fist fight with a kangaroo.
Well,
I
let's
was
just
having lunch with Mel Gibson.
Well, let's just say I didn't buy Kobe beef for my grandkids.
Kobe beef.
He
I don't
forgot
get
his
it.
own fucking story.
I did. What's Kobe beef?
That's what you bought.
Kobe beef.
In
Kobe beef.
Japan, when you went on the street
Oh,
Meat
okay.
on the sticks.
I didn't know the name of it.
He's
It's
like,
just
I've
Kobe
never
beef.
Kobe Bryant.
It's like the best
Yeah.
beef there is.
So
yeah,
Kobe
to
Bryant
get
died of
a
skinning him.
full
What
cut of steak of like a Kobe beef steak. They cost like
Yeah,
a
there
couple
was-
$100.
That
for a
wasn't me.
steak.
That was my wife.
No, the way you told the story, Jack, was that
No,
you were hungry
no.
and you went to go buy a stick of beef.
No,
and you bought
no,
it.
That is not the story.
We're gonna
That is
check
not
the tapes,
You
man.
check the tapes. My wife
You
is
went
the one
up and
said,
bought a stick
"Hey,
of beef for yourself because
I
you
was
said you were
helping
hungry,
call-
and then your grandkids walked up and said, "I want some too, pop pop." And you said, "Okay, let's get
No,
two
it was-
more."
no,
and they
bullshit.
were $60 a stick.
100,
It was
$180.
$183. But
Ah!
no, I was helping. Yeah, good.
I said
Matt,
180.
listen.
Okay.
I was helping Colleen look for her geocache, the thing that that they hide things and stuff. I said, sure, give me one. I didn't know it was. No, that wasn't me.
I don't remember it being told that way.
Okay.
It wasn't
Well,
me.
It
I'm
wasn't
with
me,
Nick
it was
on
the
this.
diabetes
I'm pretty
talking.
sure
It was
you.
not me. It was not me.
Okay.
Well, anyway, back to
I mean,
Australia.
I helped pay for it. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
So,
so
It could've
you
been-
paid
and it was
for
Zach.
it.
It was
You
Zach.
bought it.
And Zach asked
Mm.
Cindy. so he
Wow.
goes,
Just
"Sure,
now
go
we're
ahead."
blaming kids. Yeah.
Where's I got
First-
Zach next door. You want me
First
to
it
go
was
get him?
like the
You want me
wife.
to go get Zach?
No.
It's just
Okay.
a fur.
No.
No kids. No kids.
It wasn't me. No.
Might as
So
well be
anyway,
a health
I-
insurance company.
I went to the movies in England and Australia. Way to go, Randy. Yay.
Well, it could have just been this one movie theater because the one time I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah. And I told y'all this back then, but it could have just
Oh,
been
sure?
this one movie theater. But I walked in, I'm looking for my tub of popcorn to go watch my movie, and they had those big refrigerators that are the heat refrigerators, and they just had boxes and boxes, like the kind of carnival size box of popcorn.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want like the woman. I want the fresh popcorn. I want something that's been sitting under lights for 3 hours. And
Right.
someone just happened to be walking by, and I said, "Hey, can you make me like a fresh bucket? I don't want a box. I want a bucket." And they said, "Oh yeah, we have those too. We just don't get a lot of requests for them." I was like, "Oh okay." And they said, "If I make it, no, it's gonna be really hot." And I was like, "That's the way popcorn's supposed to be." Like it's just. But
So the episode title for tonight
Uh-huh.
is undoubtedly Heat Refrigerator.
Oh. Okay. What else would you call it? Like I don't know.
Heat refrigerator.
It's like a heat. It's just a.
It's like a.
Why
I'm at a loss.
is my cheese all moldy? Oh, because I have a heat refrigerator.
Heat.
Why is my milk sour?
It
Oh,
looks.
I have
It's
a
a big
heat
square
I know
like a refrigerator.
exactly what you're talking about. I have no idea what the fuck to call it. Though.
I don't know what they're called. Yeah.
Heat
refrigerator.
It can't be a heat refrigerator. That doesn't make
An
It's
sense.
not a heat
oven?
refrigerator, but it's just a thing to keep shit warm.
So you've
An
been
oven?
wrong twice in a row about my story and your heat refrigerator.
It's a box that keeps a heater. Randy's just
It
saying a
could- it
heater.
could
Is
just
it
be a
any
heater,
different
but-
than an
A
oven?
warmer.
A warmer, like
But-
but an oven can keep shit warm too.
It's just called a warmer.
Okay.
Hold on. I got. You can get them at Home Depot.
I think though when you're down under, everything ends with a Y, so it'd be a warmy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a warmer display case.
Vegemite sandwich.
So probably a lot larger than what you. This is probably a lot smaller than what we had, but something like that. This never works, does it?
Can't
No,
see
it doesn't.
Maybe
Oh,
you
we
can.
can
Yeah, it's
kind of
like-
see
yeah,
it. You
it's
can
kinda
take
like
a hammer
that.
to
Yeah,
it
but
too.
bigger.
Yeah.
It was like yellow windows and
It's like
shit.
it's a warmer.
Yeah.
Randy or whoever said warmer.
He
Is
said
correct. No,
heater. He said
I
heater.
said warmer.
I believe
Jack,
it's Jack.
I
He
hate
got
to
the
say
pin.
I didn't hear
on this
Jack.
one.
Jack's never right.
1 point for Jack on this one.
Jack's never right. Well, you know what? You're right. I'm never right. I'm not. I can't lie.
But then the other thing I told you about that story was when I went into the theater. Very nice movie theater.
This is the thing that fucking Cliff only took one hot dog out of.
Yeah. Oh,
There's 11 guys there.
Focus
I'm
for a
bringing one
second.
dog.
Kind of see it. Slap an RCAD logo on it and sell it.
Did you ever see?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that meme where it shows like a mother pig yelling at her kids, going, "Your father's turning over in his grave right now," and it shows the next picture is a rotisserie of the hot dog.
I like that kind of comedy.
But all right, so I go into the theater. It's really nice, and the whole.
Are we still in Australia?
Yeah, the whole front of
the
seats that nobody normally wants, because it's too close to the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Those were all day beds, and so you could rent for $50. You would get the day bed for 2 people, a large tub of popcorn, and 2 large drinks for $50.
So you lay in the bed.
I would do that by myself.
Yeah,
Are you
for real.
shitting me?
Yeah.
Just shower me with popcorn in the day.
And at first, for like the first 10 minutes, I thought that was the greatest idea.
Who were you with?
It was just me. I mean, I often.
Okay, all right.
But
I would pay $50 and sit there for a movie right now.
Tugging up.
It's actually a great idea.
Yeah, it saves a lot of
called it
effort
tugging
on
around.
the canoodling. I mean, a day
an
bed.
adult
Come on.
theater. Just
It
a
was
regular
I know.
theater.
He was down under. So
Yeah, I asked a few of the
He went down
Australian
under, yeah.
people, and they said, "Yeah, that's common down there." I was like, "Oh, cool."
It's
But then
down there.
It's common in Australia to have the day beds in the theaters.
Oh, day bed. Where I thought we were moved on.
And yeah, but then I thought for about 10 minutes, like that would be so cool. But then I thought that would never work in the United States, never. I thought because the amount of people that would be probably having sex on those damn
He's
things.
like, I came here to fix your copy machine. Oh, it's over here by your day beds.
Did you spread Vegemite on yourself? Because that's disgusting.
Help me! I got my arm stuck in this day bed.
That's not coconut butter.
I mean, seriously,
why are you stuck in a washing machine that's right next to a day bed? That's just so weird.
Have you guys tried
we
Vegemite?
just jump realities right
Have you guys all tried Vegemite?
I didn't. I should have when I was down there.
That was a good segue.
Because I'm thinking, there's different things you could spread on something, and that would be the worst thing to spread on, because that is the grossest thing in the world. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't care how hot you are. That's gross.
Like your day bed with a Joey. We've covered it in Vegemite for you.
Because when we did that, when we were doing the Married Man show, the show has we had someone from Australia.
You had a sample, you guys sampled it live on it,
and Dell ate it up like it was. But Dell would eat shit, so it doesn't matter. But I was like,
he literally ate shit for breakfast.
Nice.
If you're eating Vegemite, you're eating shit.
To a throwback. To a throwback.
It was the grossest thing I think I've ever had in my life. I said, I can't. So I had the jar. I said, here, Dell, you can take it home. Okay, cool. It was gross.
It's still in his cabinet.
No, he probably licked it clean.
Well,
I've also started watching JFK. It's a special on it's on Hulu. It breaks down his younger years, and then he just was like World War II, whereas he was PT-109, a movie you guys have never seen.
Jesus,
does it actually tell the truth though?
I don't know if you can like swing this around like a
shot first.
I don't think you can swing this around as an insult, though. When you've never finished watching The Princess Bride, you haven't seen Alien.
That was a good one, Nick. I like.
I have no idea what you said. There was a noise.
He said JFK shot first.
Oh, it's a twist.
Oh wow! It was on.
Let it go, Nick.
He said it was on CNN. It was, but I'm enjoying it because, and I started wondering. I go, because his brother Joe was supposed to be the main Kennedy. He was supposed to go and be the political guy and all that stuff, and he dies on a secret mission. What would have happened if Joe Kennedy would have lived, and Joe Kennedy would have become president? How would the world have changed? It's almost like if Robert Kennedy hadn't been shot in the back of the head, I'm sure he would have won
Oh yeah, he definitely won on primary.
He would have beat Nixon. I mean,
he probably would have beat Nixon. Yeah.
Yeah. So how would the world have changed if?
Well, that's kind of like what I said about that series years back. Called
November 22nd.
No, I do love that one too. 11-2-2-6-3.
Yeah.
But no, this was a documentary series done by the guy that did JFK, the director of that.
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Unofficial History of the United States or something like that. And he gets into a lot of those what ifs, things like, because he talks about like with FDR, he had the same vice president for his first 3 terms and changed it to Truman in his fourth. It was like, what if he never would have appointed Truman as vice president and kept to that one? Like, how?
Well, there'd be more Japanese people living.
Oh,
yeah.
Am I right? Am I right?
You don't know. I mean, you can't really.
I mean, that's a decision. I'm sorry, that's a decision I couldn't make. That's why I couldn't be president. It's like, no, I can't do that.
I think because he didn't know. I mean, there's so many routes you can take with that decision. Because
I mean, I know, but it's a tough decision. But
no one knew what it was. They just knew it was a bomb. He didn't know what it was.
All right, they knew it the second time. They knew it the second time.
The second time for sure. But I'm saying, you think about the fire bombings of Dresden, which we dropped thousands of bombs and literally burned people to death in the whole city of Dresden. To him, it was no different. And then you had the other routes of like, did we drop it just so the Russians couldn't take over parts of Japan, and give them more things? As that way they only got the northern half of Korea instead of what they would have gotten if they would have actually sent troops into the Japanese war. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into why we dropped the bomb.
I get it. You know what's really crazy? Like, we just went all the way to why did we drop the bomb from
I know.
Talking about fucking daybed popcorn,
right?
Then going back even further to Pamela Anderson wearing makeup, and then going back even further to what else? Making the fucking perfect thing of popcorn. And how the fuck do we go in this tangent end up?
I think we're
here.
Well, he's talking about alternate history. And then,
ask the AI robot that does the show on us.
Because most people
AI would be confused about how this fucking show happened.
Because most people
would say they just shift points.
Because most people would say, how would the world be different if Bobby Kennedy had not been assassinated?
Right.
But no one says what happened if Joe Kennedy had not died.
This show's got it all.
What would happen if Joe Kennedy was the one that was going to be the politician, because Jack Kennedy didn't want to do it.
Right.
But what shaped him was, they're saying, is he was in PT 109 and what happened there, and he was a hero and all that stuff, and he's what he saw in the war and everything, and then he became a correspondent, a writer. So it shaped his opinion of what was going on. So again, if Joe Kennedy had JFK never had run for president, Robert Kennedy maybe had never run for president.
There's so many historical what ifs, though. I mean, it's just like a rabbit hole.
I think
Marvel made a TV show about it.
Yeah,
I think it's fascinating though. Myself, so the whole time I watch this, I go, what happened if Joe Kennedy had not died?
I mean, I like it when it comes up in like fiction or science fiction, when like Watchmen did the great thing where Nixon actually doesn't resign and he's president for quite a long time there, and then you have Robert Redford in the sequel series. So yeah,
I mean, there's a Man in a High Castle, same idea, right? Yeah. So it's like you got Man in the High Castle, you got what the fuck is that other show?
Well, Matt never finished Man in the High Castle.
I thought he did.
God. No, I never.
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't.
No,
it's very good.
Good.
Well, he never finished Princess Bride, so shut the fuck up.
There. Oh, I understand.
Don't have to turn it on me.
I mean, if Randy hadn't reminded me, I wouldn't have that locked and loaded. Okay.
For All Mankind's another example of that too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
Like speaking of that, I was looking up For All Mankind yesterday because it's you think that the next season should be out roughly right now, and it's probably been delayed till sometime next year, but it won't be It will be For All Mankind, but it won't be. It'll be called Star City.
Oh.
So it's going to be this season that's coming up is going to be a spinoff, but still within the same world of the Russians' point of view. And then the next season will be back to.
Are you gonna have the same?
That's awesome.
Well, a lot of the characters are older now. I mean, they're not older, but I mean, they were older in the last season.
Well, think about like the ginger girl who became the traitor. She's now in Star City, so I would imagine it's going to be her storyline and maybe some stuff from the past as well, kind of revolve around the Russian side of it, not just the American side.
But back in time, because she's like 90 now, isn't she?
Yeah, like I don't know what they'll do, but that's what I've read. Like what they know so far is this next season is going to be called Star City.
I like that they're willing to take those creative, and then and Ronald D. Moore, I assume, is involved with.
Well, it makes it interesting. Like I said, it's again, what if? I mean, you just.
Matt Treese, yeah, he said, I thought it was just a spinoff. I think it is going to be a spinoff, but it's kind of like how they did Book of Boba Fett before they released Mandalorian Season 3. It's going to be a tie-in into, the main.
Hopefully it's better than that.
Because I remember with Paula Poundstone, I don't know if you remember her. She was a female comedian, and she got accused of something with something underage. But she had the best joke I think I've ever heard. She goes, Sirhan at his parole hearing said, if Robert Kennedy were alive today, he'd want me to go on. He'd want me to be paroled. He'd forgive me. And she goes, isn't it a shame the one person that wanted him to go free, he had to go and kill? It always stuck in my mind. I go, yeah, that's true. I go, here you're basing something, and you killed the guy, and it's still there's still we still didn't get a reason why he did it, right? Is he still alive, Sirhan?
I think he's still in jail.
Is he still in jail?
He might have died.
He's got to be like 90, right?
Yeah. All right. Here's my pitch for a show. It's like basically like a Suicide Squad, except with all of these assassins.
He's 81.
And they're like not really good assassins, like Mark David Chapman and
not ready for prime time.
Yeah,
killers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 81. Man, that's an angry looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
oh, did you Google it? You can always share it.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Jack.
How are you gonna even make a switch to Twitch?
Well,
I mean, this is a topic of conversation. We're thinking about doing a switch to Twitch.
Well,
right?
Twitch, because I know Randy was upset that he had a sad face when we were.
Oh.
But Twitch, you can stream it live on other platforms like YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't figure out how to do it yet because
there's a way through StreamYard where you can add the Twitch feed, and it'll share it out through YouTube.
Yeah, I need the password for StreamYard because I can't do that because I put on Twitch. I did put our YouTube channel in the link.
Yeah,
and it still won't. I don't know. The problem is I've never used Twitch, so I'm struggling with that. But there's multiple. We get to send it on TikTok, and there's all kinds of things. The problem is with guests. The guests have to use OBS or something else to be linked into the. I said we don't have enough time to do that right now.
Right.
There's no
OBS.
OBS.
Okay. I've heard of OBS in my
I used that when I was doing the whole Twitch thing.
Yeah,
well, you had IBS probably yesterday.
Yeah,
I had some IBS yesterday.
He did. So anyway,
it wasn't my bullet bowels. It was
so I am working on it, but it's like it was like I go, all right, this is getting more complicated. I said, hey, let's just
we could do Discord. I don't know if
Discord.
Discord
it's not video.
It's popular.
No.
I think we're just open curtain to any listeners. We're just looking at other ways to monetize our show because we do this every week, and we'd like to bring in some more monies, make it a little bit more profitable for us.
You can do video on Discord.
Oh, can you?
Discord has video, is what Matt Treese is also.
Well, okay, I'm not the one trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out
what was the name of that game?
We can chat a little bit after this because I can show.
But I just want the listeners to know that even if we do Twitch, you should still be able to watch us on YouTube. And it says you can go in the chat and all this different stuff. So, but I can't figure it out yet because I've watched YouTube and it says, I'm clicking that. What is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's supposed to be so simple, but it keeps saying, nah. I go, fuck you.
And you were trying to do it on your birthday too. So
I see Twitch would, or I'm sorry, Discord would absolutely work, but I would argue that it's nowhere nearly as accessible as Twitch for viewers to tune in and watch and do stuff.
Discord,
you can do like Twitch and YouTube and everything through a browser. On Discord, you can't. You have to download the app. You actually have a Discord name, which is like, it's just asking a lot of people to switch that far.
Because luckily I remember to cancel our live show tonight at Twitch before I came on.
Oh, okay.
I said, oh shit. I canceled it like 2 minutes before I came on. But
did y'all ever play? I know Jack did, but like Matt or Chris, did you guys ever play Among Us a few years back?
No, I'm familiar with it because my kids did.
How do you know I didn't?
Because I know you, Jack.
I did.
But that's what we would do. Like, it could be all four of us, and you would download Discord. That way, when you play the game just with us, you could actually hear the other people talking while you're playing it, and it gave it another heightened experience of like, I think Matt just killed me. Like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And so then you could be like, nah, Matt's sus. Like, he's the guy that did it. And it was.
No, that's fun.
So, Jack, to anyone else that doesn't know what this game is, it's basically you're on like a spaceship, and it's all like an old kind of like a board game kind of viewpoint, and you're just walking around trying to complete these tasks. Like basically the premise is like the ship is broken, and you're trying to repair the ship in these different stations to get the ship going. And if everyone repairs it, then you win. However, there's one person amongst the crew that's a killer, and he's trying to sabotage you.
That would be Matt.
It could be anybody, but it's randomly picked in the game.
It's randomly picked.
The killer.
Oh, okay. So you don't even know. So
it's a bit
nobody knows, but the person that is the killer
is the killer. Yeah, and you
like Clue.
You as a player only get like a viewpoint of a few spots.
Oh, that's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, and so a lot of times if I'm just sitting there following you and I'm the killer, a lot of times you'll be like, why is Nick following me? Why is Nick following me? It's like, oh, Nick was following me earlier when I died, and
Nick said I got 8.1 chances of killing you. Oh, Jack, I wanted to mention because you were just talking about space and stuff like that. I did watch another documentary called "First to the Moon: The Journey of Apollo 8." I think you'd dig that. Okay, what's that on?
That's on Amazon as well. And it's with all the astronauts. And the first 30 minutes of it I thought were really interesting because it talks about the three guys on Apollo 8 and how they got into the NASA program. And Jim Lovell, isn't that his name? The one that was on Apollo 13.
He just passed away.
Yeah, just passed away. Yeah. He told that same story he told in Apollo 13 as well about the lights being out on the aircraft carrier. But he also talks about like how when he became a naval aviator, I mean, this is right after Korea, and it was all like still the straight aircraft carriers. And it was literally one of those things that I didn't think they would still do that, but it was a very much a sink or swim type of thing. It's like all these kids, including himself, were like, oh, here's a plane, land it. And he goes, one kid missed the cord, smacked right into 6 other planes, and they just pushed them all off the side of the aircraft carrier and just kept on going. It's like you were just a number. Like they didn't care if you lived or died.
I always feel bad for Lovell because he was, a great astronaut and stuff like that, but he never got to land on the moon. Mm-hmm. He so close, but because some malfunction and it wasn't human error, it was something went wrong.
Well, I mean, none of them really landed on the moon, Jack.
Oh, is that what it is? But to be that close to being, I mean, if I'm going to the moon, it's like
right.
I'm one of 12 people. I was at 12
people. Yeah, but I mean,
you're
also, I mean, I get it, but you're also in your own company.
Yeah,
I mean, you can look at it as like, oh, well, you did make it, but it's like you're also the only one that didn't,
well,
like you did all these missions.
I mean,
so you have your own special story.
They do call it the most the NASA's best.
It's the most perfect. It's the most perfect mission. Yeah,
most perfect mission.
Was 8.
They brought those. Well, I'm talking about
Apollo 13, the successful failure.
Because successful failure because they brought those guys back, and
right.
It shouldn't have happened. I mean, they probably should have died, but they were just. But I just think even if you're like it was a Collins, the Apollo 1, Apollo 11, you're like going, man, they're down there on the moon, fucking just floating around.
He was up there beating it off.
Yeah, I get it, but still, I could beat off at home. I don't need to be.
Yeah, but did you beat off in space?
Yeah, well, big deal. I'm not on the fucking moon. I'm not grabbing rocks.
Neither was Collins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me personally, if I went that far, I'd be pissed. I mean, I'd be like, fuck it. I don't get to go to the moon. We can't take turns. Jeez.
And that's why you would never get picked.
I agree.
You'd flunk out in the personality.
I would get like, fuck it. I can't go down the fuck it.
You took the psych eval, and they're like,
you know what? If I can't go to the moon, fuck it. They ain't docking back up at my ship. Fuck it. They're on their own. And I don't think I'm being a dick. I'm just like, no, fuck it. I want to go. It's the fucking moon, and again, what 12 people?
So Jack is saying that he would kill to go to the moon. He would literally kill people.
Well, okay. Am I killing
the
people if they just missed the docking? If it was off, like
it's just a hypothetical I'm throwing out there.
Jack is the Chopper of our podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't get that.
He kind of is.
I don't get it though.
You'd have to
from Ninja Turtles.
No, that's the Shredder.
Shredder, okay.
Yeah. Chopper is a droid from Star Wars Rebels.
He's got
that was a mass murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Mass murderer. So I'm the only one that would be okay. I traveled all this way. I risk being blown up on the launch pad. I'm being rocketed into space. I'm the only one circling the moon, and the only one going, huh.
And having no remorse.
And then from that point on, when you're around fans, you're the guy that nobody wants their autograph because you're like, oh, you didn't actually go to the moon. You just
exactly. Oh, you were. Oh, wait, you didn't bounce around on the moon. Oh,
okay. You were the guy that murdered those other astronauts.
Yeah, that's how you're famous. You're the guy that just.
Yeah.
It's not knocking's not one to work, guys.
I gotta be honest. I think I'm right here. I just
okay. Well, if you agree or disagree with us, let us know. Send us emails.
Genocidal Jack.
Which brings me to my grandson.
Okay.
Mass murderer too. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Chopper.
Yeah.
I got my It's the second youngest grandchild. His name is Ashton. He just turned 3. And he can be the funniest kid in the world. Funny. He's got big blue eyes, and he's very charming, and he's funny. And he likes to, but man, he can be a dick. I had to take him to the doctor on Tuesday, and he had I guess a bug had bit him in the lower section, and it swelled up. So his parents took him to the emergency room. And one of his testicles had moved, I guess.
Okay.
So I had to take him to his doctor to see if they would, because you can't just, you have to. You
can't violating some HIPAA protocols here?
I don't know. But you just can't. Nowadays, you just can't.
Ballsack bitten by a bug?
Well, it's
a bee sting in the balls.
Awful.
Yeah, it was swollen up and stuff like that.
Where are these mosquitoes coming in?
It's North Carolina. We have big mosquitoes here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's some kind of. The kid is very active.
He's got long needles,
and he's got a huge threshold for pain. I mean, he's constantly bumping smacking himself, and you think he's an abused child with all the bruises on him. But I lost my train of thought. He was so I take him
elephantitis.
Yeah, so I'm taking him to the doctor. And I'm at this, and it's funny. When I walked in, when we went on that riverboat cruise, and she had an episode, and she had to go to the emergency room in Germany. I walk in, I go, this is the same fucking furniture. It's like, wow, this is weird. But there's no armed guard there saying you have to stay here, you can't move. But anyway, so he's not listening. He's running all over the place, and he's getting everybody, all the other kids wound up. And one lady finally goes to her younger child, says, "No, we don't do this in the doctor's office. We sit down." To her child. Of course, my grandson's just running all over the place, and I go, wait, how do I get out of this? Because I don't want them to think I'm the parent. I said,
"This is a fucking Seinfeld episode."
Yeah, I go, "You're upsetting Grandpa. You're upsetting Grandpa." So I kept throwing it out there, saying, "Can you listen to Grandpa?"
Fucking own it, Jack.
It's not because
we're in the hospital. They'll fix whatever I break.
They're into soft parenting, gentle parenting is what they call nowadays. Okay, it's not working with this fucking kid. This kid is just, he doesn't care. And so he's running around, he's doing this, he's screaming when I hold him. So we get in the doctor's office, the nurse comes in and he's training another nurse.
That's always fun.
The kid sits down with no problem, sits down in the chair, and he's like this going, and he does the blood pressure, and he rips it off after he's done, and he does the weight, and he does the temperature without any problem. I go, wow, he listens to you. And he goes, and so the guy goes to Ashton, which is his name. He goes, "Who's the boss, Ashton?" And he points to me. He goes, "Who's your boss at? Who's in charge here, Ashton?" He points to me, and Ashton goes, "Me." I go, "Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with." So then we had to wait for the doctor, and he's pressing the numbers on they have like a code on these drawers. I go, "You can't touch those," and he's ripping the wax. He's running, the doctors, the waiting, it's whatever it is, the exam room. It's a small little thing. I go, "Can you please?" Then I go, "Here, hold my keys." He takes my keys, throws them up into this trash can. I look at the trash can. There's all kinds of shit in there. I'm like going, well, I'm probably going to catch a disease. So I get my keys. So what I finally did, I got a paper towel, rolled it up. We're playing catch with the paper towel. Oh my God. It was just like, when's this doctor going to get here? So then the doctor finally gets there and he's checking him out. And he's just sitting back like this going, letting the doctor do his thing. And he goes, "Okay, this is normal. What happened at emergency room, he was probably stressed out. And at this age, they will move if they're emotional or something like that." And so it's just, I never knew that, but it's normal for a ball to move at that age. So there was no reason to be he's trying to hack into things. Yes. So I learned that, but it was like, oh my God. So it's funny that the front counter, when I checked in, they go, "What's his birthday?" And I go, "Oh God. I go, he just had a birthday. I don't know." She goes, you have the mother's phone number?" I go, "She's texting me right now." I go, "It's da 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 da." And she goes, she just looks at me like, what an idiot. I go, "I got 6 grandkids. I know one of them because they were born 2 days before me. That's all I know. I couldn't even tell you the year." And I know Zach's because he died. And my dad died the day before.
I was like, you need to finish that fucking sentence, dude.
Talk about alternate reality talk. This is fucking weird.
Anyway, so this lady's looking, and then she goes, "Here, have your daughter fill this out, and you can we won't have to go through this the next time you come in." I go, "Well, there's no chance I'm going to have my daughter fill this out because I'm not bringing this kid back." And she just looked at me like, what an asshole you are. Then after this, she saw him running around. He's running around. And he's just having fun.
Yeah.
But I told my daughter, I said, gentle parenting is fine, but he's got to have some fear. I go, he's going to school in a couple weeks, preschool. And I'm worried about getting this, I don't know. I just, he's a great kid. He's very funny, but he doesn't like to listen.
Yeah.
And he has no fear. He jumps on things, dives on things, and he goes, he hits his face, and he's got a bruise on it. And a bruise under his eye.
Got a career involved, though.
Maybe a stuntman. I don't. Maybe a stuntman. But I'm just like, and I told Cindy, I go, our kids never acted that way. They might have acted that way at home, but when they were in public, they behaved. And I've never had a kid. I go, he's running around, he's jumping on the furniture, he's climbing. I go, please stop doing that. And that's when the parents were looking at me like I'm the asshole. That's what I said. I had to put in grandpa where I'm, hey, I'm not the parent. So anyway, that was my Tuesday.
It sounds like
I'm
you're
sorry.
making excuses, Jack.
And then we go outside and
There's
I
something
go,
in the air on Tuesday.
I go, grab my hand because we're walking the street. He's like, no. I go, grab my hand. And everyone turned around and looked at me. And I went, I don't care. I don't care. Screw it.
I always think, when I had little kids or toddlers or stuff, I always tried to sympathize with the parent in those moments where you'd see parents in certain situations and you're like, yeah, I feel for the parent. I've been there. Sometimes I see parents with kids and I'm just like,
I wasn't getting
you're a fucking idiot and you're raising it.
That's what I was getting. And
I've gotten to the point where I'll be in the presence of that happening and I'll be like, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Now, these parents, there's like
fucking
6
don't
parents
worry about it.
And because all their kids were behaving. And I was getting that. I was getting vibes. Old people shouldn't have kids this young. That's what I was getting. And I'm like,
you should see my wife Gloria back at home.
Yeah, I said, I would not have kids at this age.
Oh my gosh,
you're Ed O'Neill in this story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gloria. He's
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you should see my Gloria back at home.
Yeah, well, if it was okay, that'd be different. But
I'm married to Eva Longoria or whatever. So
anyway, that was my story. I was just like, and he's just been a pain in the ass all week. Just will not listen. I'm like going, dude, you're going to school soon. You got to listen. You got to pay attention. And he's like, fuck you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been a parent. It's none of my business, but like, it's even like every time I go to Comic-Con and I'm around even Zach and Alex, like one of them at some point is going to have a meltdown. And I know that's just part of being a kid, but there's so many times where I've literally wanted
surrounded by
beat the hell out of one of your grandkids, Jack.
You know what? I don't care. It's not my thing. But
well, if you want Jack to beat the hell out of his grandchildren, send us an email.
No, I don't beat the hell out of my grandchildren.
Send us an email.
I want to.
I realize that you don't. I realize that you don't. But if you sympathize with where Jack has been, you could also send us an email at rcadcast@gmail.com. We know that Jack loves his grandchildren. And he would
if you want to report Jack, just know there's no way reflects the opinions or the judgment of the rest of the host.
And then today again, I said I was cooking. I said, "Damn it!" And all of a sudden he goes, "Damn it, damn it."
Is he the one that you showed us running around?
I think I might
that's the youngest one.
My offer of the airfare getting you back and forth to watch my kids.
Well, if you want them to learn words, I mean, to me, and I go, you can't say that. You can't say that. Well, Cindy did. He's in the car, said, "Fuck it," and she goes, and his brother Hayden, who's 6, said, or going to be 6 years soon, said, "Gigi, that's a bad word." Papa said a bad word today. I go, yeah, but my bad word wasn't as bad as her word. That's the worst word you can use. That's the king of all bad words. You can't say that word. That's a bad word. I go, my word you can say on TV. You can't say that on regular TV.
my kids have just gotten to the point where, my daughter is 18 and she's been, even when she was 17, she was starting to slip in like a little cuss word here and there. And then today it was funny because she was just like, she said something bitches. And I was like, I looked at her and she's like, if you add bitches at the end of just about anything, it works. Unless, of course,
game.
And so then I was like, welcome to the Muppet Show, bitches. So we had a good laugh about it, but
my 13-year-old is
full on
letting it
doesn't
like,
yeah.
She would go, I'm sorry. I'm like,
well, I know Jay would. It's funny because he never cussed her on this, and then his band at the time.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was an actual recording that we just.
They did a video of them doing the recording and stuff like that, and he's cussing in it. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I go, "Who the fuck cares, Jay?" I go, "Go ahead and cuss. I don't care. You're 18. You can do whatever the fuck you want." God damn it, Jack! That's fucking awesome. You got him down perfectly.
If you want to rate and review with Nick, send us also an email. Let us know how we're doing, and follow us on YouTube. That always helps. Ramblecast Afterdark.
Because we go from 0 to 60.
As evidence from tonight's show.
Yeah,
we talk about just about fucking everything.
we enjoy it.
Was Harry Truman right? Was President Truman right too?
Before we go though, Chris, you put F Whatnot. Did you have a bad experience on Whatnot?
No, it's just like fucking. It's satanic.
It's a little addictive.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
Honest to God, that link that I was like live chatting with you guys about for a good 10 minutes was one of those most amazing things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it was fucking incredible. So if you should follow that link. I don't even know what the guy's name was, but I sent it to you guys. But the moral of the story, these folks who are on Whatnot and they're hosting their live auctions, you get such a mix of like shit pushers of like just like trying to like hawk
total
everything in their fucking like
literally in
their fucking like in their living room. They're
like it's basically like a garage sale.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but then you got like, the one I sent to you guys this past week was this guy's a shop owner.
Yeah, and
he's like doing like an after closing like auction from his shop, and he ran a Lego shop, and it was like. I was watching that at first. I'm like, this guy's just like a character of himself. I'm like, is he real? Is this actually like how this person thinks and operates and does? And I sat and watched him for a fucking half an hour. It was mind blowing. Like this guy's level of knowledge of Lego, price points, sell points, all these things. Like, it was just.
Was he selling Legos?
Oh yeah, he was doing auctions. Like he sets. He's got like all of his. He has a website where all of his stock is on the website, and then you can make a request to do like a pre-auction. So you kind of set your price, and he'll put it out there.
I got to sign up for that.
Like this guy was sold like I was watching for half an hour. He sold probably like $30,000 worth of Legos.
Really?
In like 30 minutes.
So what does he do? Does he
wild?
Okay, wait a minute. Does he buy Legos and he's just selling the?
Yeah, he's a collector, and like he buys and sells and whatever. And like it was incredible to watch. And like he went to the stock room for a minute. You got to see.
I get sucked into sellers sometimes, not even to just buy. I'm just watching. And what's interesting is like, let's say TikTok to Whatnot. Like TikTok are just like short little streams, and whereas with Whatnot, like I'm getting actual like people, like the quality. Like there's some real shit on there. Trust me. There's like Chris said, there's like people in their home and are just like, yeah, I got this towel over here. I can. This cat's a really good cat. Yeah, I got a free pickup on the cat. Cents. Yeah,
but most
you
of
can't do 50.
Buy like
solid.
They buy like the crates worth of like Amazon returns or whatever, and like they pay like a few $100 for like a crate of like.
And then they just go through the box
and they just go through it and they just say, hey, this is here it is. How much do you want for it? Blah, blah, blah. Like it's and like
so returns from Amazon.
They do like you can buy direct wholesale.
Okay, all right.
Like
you don't know what you're gonna get. You just pay like $1,000 or whatever, and you get like a whole.
Oh really?
Whatever. People do this, or then they'll have even locker rooms just full of this stuff like gathered.
Yeah, it was cool. I bought a phone charger.
I gotta check that out.
I think what I enjoy, and you just have to be careful or be aware, is that. I sometimes just enjoy, like, especially with the comic book stuff, is when people are going through vintage stuff and I'm seeing really old, like golden age stuff, or like just even like early silver age kind of comics, or as I'm looking for Dark Horse stuff for my own collection, sometimes I just enjoy the sellers. And so I'll stick with watching it longer than I would a TikTok where I'm just kind of scrolling.
Like hearing them talk about the stuff is just wild too. Like I stumbled across a guy who was like, he's an avid music collector, and he was just like hawking vinyl, and he was talking about like all like this different history behind this album, this recording, this studio recording. Like it was fascinating.
So if you're good at it, you can make a lot of money at this.
For sure,
you can. Yeah, and I mean my paper shows that I've been doing. One of the comments that I've gotten from the people in the chat, or just in one of my reviews that I got, is that I'll try to talk about what the paper is, and so. if you're teaching people, if you're educating them on what the product is, like they'll stick with you. They love to know more.
Do you have a disclaimer that no dolphins were harmed?
There's nothing to do with dolphins.
I mean,
there's nothing to do with dolphins.
Flipper Paper made his presence
comment
known in your.
Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I do my shows on Saturday evenings.
One of your listeners even laughed at my joke and added me. I mean,
oh, did they? Nice. So that's great.
What time on Saturday? Because maybe I can join.
Yeah, you can pop in and just kind of see
I'll
what
send
I'm
you a
doing.
referral link.
But 9:30 is I think what time I start, and then I just do it for 2 hours. And so far, I've been doing about $330 a show. And
$330.
Yeah,
Very good.
and there was a $150 matching if I sold more than 100. And so I made that, and it was just a free $150.
How much paper are you selling? I mean, is it like pounds? Is it like
No, I'm just selling a sheet at a time. And the other night, I had a whole stack of Indian papers, and I was just like,
you sell zigzags.
Three. Well, some of them actually have zigzag patterns, but not parchment that burns. But I was going through these sheets, and somebody from Hawaii was like, they were just like driving up the price. Like I had something to just a stack of 8 by 10 like things that.
So it's a live auction.
You can sell things as a buy it now, or you can sell things as an auction.
Okay.
And I just put it out there as a $2 thing, and then people they bid it all the way up to $13.
Wow.
For this $2 pack, and I was like, damn. And then I ended up shipping their stuff to Hawaii. So I was like,
they have to pay for shipping though, right?
They do have to pay for shipping, but it's
expensive in Hawaii because they don't have material.
But apparently they whatever the USPS charged them for it. It covered it.
Well, I don't think there's any extra charge to ship.
No, I mean
USPS.
So again, that's the other thing that I like is that
I think it's all 50 states are the same.
Yeah, I like the fact that all of the shipping is just kind of as a seller, just on one thing where I can just be like, click, here's my packing list, here's my label.
Yeah, like in some of these auctions where people are just like taking the random stuff from like these pallets, they'll have a scale on the table in front of them, be like, okay, boop, and they're like literally determining the shipping costs, like right there as you're doing it. Yeah, it's fascinating. Like, and watching the production of it, like there's like you mentioned your wife was kind of like helping you out.
Yeah,
like every single one of these is like a production. They have to have everything like lined up in inventory on their shop or whatever, so when they put it up on screen, it'll show like the image of the information, and like I'm assuming it tags whoever the winner is. You'll get like a notification for whatever auction thing you're running or however it works. But it's like it's kind of interesting to watch.
How long does the bidding go? How long does the bidding go on?
Yeah, just like 10 seconds or 30 seconds. You could determine how long.
Oh, really?
Like as a seller, I can determine it's 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 35 even.
It's crazy.
I can have it be a sudden death. So it's just like, boom, it gets to the end. That's it. Or it'll like add 10 seconds. Anytime someone adds money to it, it'll give it more.
It'll be death
it'll
by
give
paper
it just
cut.
a little bit. What's up?
Death by paper cut.
Death by paper cut. It's been a nice little like kind of side hustle.
You're making $300 a pop.
So,
that's not bad.
It's
so far
it's cool to watch.
Yeah,
very cool to
and
watch.
It's helped make up for some of the money that I've spent on comics.
Yeah,
it helps offset my comic book.
Your addiction.
So, well, I've slowed down a little bit because, like I said, my focus has shifted a little bit more to selling. But anyway, right. I just wanted to ask Chris a follow up, and
you can check your text for a referral code.
Go ahead, Chris. You get the referral code this time.
So, all right, I will give it to you, Chris.
Because whenever
I'll give it to you, baby.
You have to buy something for it to work. But
I have to buy something.
No, actually, you get the money up front.
You get $15 credit. You get a $15 credit, and then if you ever use the $15 credit,
but it doesn't pay for shipping, right? Is that what?
Then you got to pay for shipping.
It doesn't. I was surprised. Like, I just got charged $6 from whatnot. Oh,
yeah,
shipping.
Yeah, it doesn't get the shipping covered. You have to pay for that. But if once that item arrives at your house, then like for Chris, once your item, whatever you bought, with that, once it arrives, then I get a $5 credit.
Oh.
So
I bought a MagSafe charger.
What's
like
that?
$4.
Yeah, so
plus $6 shipping.
Maybe I can go to Colorado and break into Nick's house and steal all his Legos.
There's all sorts of collectibles.
You got bears. You got bears.
Which I think is why it's been successful. But
I did want to just briefly ask. Just going back to Legos.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the unofficial release of the Death Star? Have y'all seen it?
I didn't. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of like it, but also kind of don't like it. Like, there's a lot of people that are mixed. I like that you can easily hang it on your wall and look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm mixed on, like, you kind of have Death Star 2 and Death Star 1 stuff in the same Death Star. I'm like, that's weird. But also I see why they would want to do that. But
I kind of wish that you could have two.
Yeah.
You could have a Death Star 2, which would be and you could have Death Star 1, and then you could put both of them together so you'd make a half.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Because right now it looks like 1/4.
It looks like a quarter, yeah. No, it's not like a wedge anymore. Like it used to be. Now it's like it's a disc. It's like
wedge the guy that was.
It's completely round.
Yeah.
It's a completely like a disc. Like Chris. It's blurry, but yeah, it's it looks like that with like all the different compartments in it. So basically, think of all the little individual sets, Matt. That they've released the last few years, and they just chose to put them in a circular way. So you have the trash, the trash compactor. You have the Emperor's Throne Room. Death Star 2. You have
I mean, it is. There are aspects of it that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
this camera sucks.
It doesn't want to auto adjust.
It's an Apple product.
No.
I did want to show you, Matt, just since you were talking about comic books. I did buy a few while I was at Comic-Con, which is a rare for me. So I got the 70th anniversary of the original Godzilla.
Oh,
nice. I got a new Godzilla as well.
Ooh, yeah, Godzilla really had its year because there was a lot of different Godzilla crossover events that occurred.
Red Shirts.
Oh, nice.
Red Shirts is based on Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Got it. And this one I just picked up because the author signed it for me. But it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Oh,
Peter
cool.
Laird?
Really? That's cool.
No, they're not associated with it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. So they've walked away from that they got their money. They made their millions. I actually read something where they kind of have almost distanced themselves or feel kind of not as connected to the property anymore. Sadly, it's kind of it's like, oh, well, anyway, I hope that you're not disconnected from us as a property or an IP. If you like what we do, and I've been trying to end this show, go over to jandjack.com, click on the patron link, help us out in any way possible as we
still looking for that $5 million subscriber
as we figure that out. There are some patrons that make this show possible. Like to thank them now, specifically Eckhart Richter, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed, the cool California letter carrier. And thanks for everybody in the chat that joined us tonight. We always appreciate it. If it wasn't Tree's feedback, Jack would be spinning in circles here.
I'd still be trying to think of Priscilla,
Randy, Sherry. Yeah, if there was anybody else that chimed in that I missed, thanks for everybody that were adding to the.
I do like how Randy said, "Yeah, but those other kids didn't have a mosquito sting."
Randy and I had a good run there in the chat. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be back, I assume, next week, maybe at our usual time of Thursday.
Whatever works for everybody else.
Okay,
should be fine.
Yep. So probably Thursday, 9:30. Check out our YouTube.
Good balls. I just saw the other thing Randy put. He was tripping over him. That's
okay. Well, there you go.
And bye. What we're doing.
Yeah, I was just saying goodbye. Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any goodbyes?
See ya.
Arrivederci.